Hi everyone, this is Chi Chi. Today is a lovely day, so I'm coming for a short walk. And I want to talk about learning. Okay, because recently I have been interviewing people because I want to expand my business. What happened was I noticed perhaps sometimes we learn too much. We learned too much, but we haven't had chance to apply it. That's what I have noticed, because I have met quite a few incredible people. They know a lot. However, maybe because they haven't found the chance to apply their knowledge, or they don't know how to really apply the knowledge into the society in order to get some sort of a reward. I think that's the case. So learning, we keep thinking about that we need all sorts of certificates, or we need some sort of proof to make sure that people know that we know something, right? However, I understand, because in Taiwan, in our educational system, that if you don't have college degree, that you basically can't get good jobs, so-called good jobs, because people want you to, because in Taiwan, this culture, or in many cultures, people want you to have certificates, college degrees, etc. And today I have two businesses, and I'm fortunate to be able to serve clients from different states in Australia and overseas. I didn't finish my college degree, I didn't finish my college degree. I studied architecture, I studied architecture, and I left because I realized it wasn't something that I wanted to do. I chose architecture. It was simply because I love mathematics and architect sounds good. Being an architect seems to be quite admirable. Do you understand? And learning is good, but we must make sure that we apply our knowledge into our lives, okay? Our lives. So when you learn something, try to find a way to apply for it. I don't care how you apply for it. You can create a business, or you can work for someone. Show them that you have the work. You have done the work. I can tell you that since I started to hire people, what I care about is, have you done it? I have never asked too specifically, do you have certificates around this? I know in some people's eyes, they believe that I know everything. I have many knowledge around different areas. That is the reason why I can build my business. But in fact, that is not true. I don't know many things, and I'm not afraid of telling you that I don't know many things. The thing is, you have to really take actions and just learn as you go. If you watch many successful entrepreneurs' stories, you know that they don't know everything when they started their business, right? Their businesses. Just like I can make too many examples. I did TEDx talk without speaking perfect English, but I know the idea was so good. And even in the beginning of my book binding business, I wasn't all that good either, but I still provided good service because I knew that I can I can always ask questions to gain knowledge. Do you understand? So don't get bogged down by certificates because of what society tells you, you know. I have people coming to my webinar telling me they don't know what to do. They want to find their purpose. However, they say, oh, but I don't know what to do, and too many things that you need certificates. I can tell you there are two. If you think this is your obstacle, then using this obstacle as a positive point, okay? Because what happens is if they need you to have a certificate in order to give you a job, therefore why don't you just create a job yourself? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because sometimes a negative thing can turn into a positive thing. So you don't always need to feel, once you feel stuck, you always can find another way. Okay, you can always find another way. That's how I do things. I always find another way. If someone rejects me, I always find a better way. And I don't know. I always appreciate the people who rejected me from my past because it makes me better. I'm serious. It sounds like a joke, but I'm just serious about that. If people reject you, it's actually a good thing. It's a good thing. You will find a better way of doing the same thing, okay? You learn to survive. I think learning to survive is a good skill. Learning to survive. Always try to challenge yourself. Today I also want to talk about challenging yourself. Don't wait for people to challenge you, okay? Sometimes, for example, as technology develops, then we must continue learning and continue upgrading ourselves. Don't wait for the society to kick you out of the game. Because if you don't continue learning, society will kick you out of the game. Why? Because other people who are learning all the time, they will eventually kick you out of your industry and you have no jobs to do. So you must continue learning. So you continue challenging yourself, and when the tough time comes, you already challenged yourself before the tough time. Do you understand? You have to always prepare for tough times. Don't wait for it to come to you. I think I learned challenging myself. Even I feel really comfortable. It's like this. I would say this is a stage of my life. I would say I'm pretty comfortable mentally and also physically in the way that I don't have to worry too much about too many things. But I also feel I'm also conscious about, okay, what if one day something happens? You know, it's like I'm conscious about it, and it makes me challenge myself constantly, because I will be thinking, okay, although I feel comfortable, but I want to keep learning. I want to keep challenging myself. So so that one day something happens, I know how to cope. It is also coming from my background, I guess, because when I was young, my mom had to raise 3 kids on her own. Although we had our stepfather, but anyhow, it was a long story. In the end of the day, that we still need to support ourselves. We still need to learn how to survive on our own. Don't rely on anyone. That's my suggestion to you. Don't rely on anyone. That is the most dangerous thing I have seen. That no matter how comfortable that your life is right now, you have to have your way of surviving. So that when the day comes, you are not hopeless. You're not going to be hopeless. That's my suggestion. Okay, so coming back to learning. If you want to do something, then go ahead and do it. Again, if you want to be a plastic surgeon, or if you want to be a surgeon, a doctor, of course you need some sort of a certificate or degrees. But if you want to do certain things, for example, a guy came to my webinar, and then he said to me, but some jobs you need degrees, you need certificates in order to get the job. And I mentioned to him, I say, I understand what you're talking about. I was coming from a culture that everything needs certificates. I know what you're talking about. However, I made an example. There was a famous architect in Japan that he never had an architecture degree, but he was one of the most famous architects in Japan. So, of course, he found his way to learn architecture, right? He found his way. I literally don't know how he did it, okay? But I knew he was so famous. I learned his story when I was in the college. All I want to say is, okay, so there is a front door for you to get into a house, an industry. There is a front door for you. But if you can't get in from the front door, can you get in from the side door? I'm not saying you have to do dirty thing, or I'm not saying you have to do sneaky thing. You have to do the right thing, okay? Whatever you do, you have to do the right thing. Because the guy I mentioned to you, I believe he was doing the right thing, but he got in. So can you get in from the side door? Or can you get in from the roof? Can you get in from the back door? Do you understand? So try to find your way to get into something you want to do. Don't restrict yourself just because of what you have seen in the society commonly, and you believe there is no chance for you. Sorry, my nose is running. And I'm going home now. I want you to, sorry my nose. I don't have tissue. I want you to believe that you are capable of achieving anything in your life. That's the belief I always hold, It's like sometimes people around me don't believe in me, but I will always just hold my own space and believing that I can do what I want to do. And I have achieved a few little things. It's not something like extraordinary. But just I have done things that I wanted to do, and I thought I once thought it was impossible for me. Do you understand? You have to believe. You have to believe that you are capable of doing what you want to do, and that you will get it. You will get it. You will get it. Always ask questions. Always searching for answers. Always find ways. If this country doesn't work, can I go to another country? If I can't come to this if I can't go to this country, can I go to another country? The reason I say this is it is because before I came to Australia when I was 19, I was looking for opportunity to go overseas, and the first opportunity was to go to Hong Kong, but it wasn't successful. And the second opportunity, I was asking around the opportunity. When I say it wasn't successful, we just didn't make that happen, okay? So I didn't go to Hong Kong. And the second opportunity for me in Taiwan was to go to Nepal. The problem was because I didn't have money, so I couldn't go to Nepal. The place we were going to go was a bit under development, so we had to pay our own way to go to Nepal to help people. Do you understand? Because they are under development. So they were under development, so they needed our help. So it didn't happen either because I didn't have enough money to do that. And the third chance was a lady from Taipei recommended me to search for HelpX. HelpX is an organization that you can help hosts to do jobs, and they give you free accommodation and the food. That was how I came to Australia. I was a helper. Didn't have enough money, but I still made it. Do you understand? After so many years later, I couldn't believe that I'm in Australia building my businesses. So always believing in yourself. Once again, if you don't do it, you don't know what will happen to your life. Don't guess. Don't just guess about, how my life would be, something like that. You can't guess. You have to just to take action and to see what will happen to you. Okay, so I want you to believe in yourself. You are capable of achieving what you want.